Ladies and gentlemen, Team ICSI escorting the chief guest and the guest of honors to the dais. The chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Muaini. Guest of honors, Mr. A. Amarnath, Mr. Yusuf Ali MA, Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Nuaimi, Mr. Hamad Saya Al Mazauri. Let's have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's invite them to the dais. Team ICSI escorting the chief guest and the guest of honor to the dais. Thank you, sirs. Good morning, namaskar, assalamu alaikum, and warm welcome to the distinguished guests, esteemed members, students, and revered professional colleagues of the Institute, with a special mention to those who have connected virtually. We are gathered here to celebrate the vast spectrum of our profession with the torchbearers of good governance to those mastering entrepreneurial skills. My name is Premjidas, and it's my absolute honor and privilege to be a host on this special day. Together, we mark this significant occasion, the ICSI Middle East Conference hosted at Abu Dhabi on the theme Responsible Investment for Sustainable Future, hosted by the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, co-hosted by the ICSI Middle East DIFSI NPIO. With this background, let's begin this conference. Request you to kindly rise for the national anthem of UAE, followed by the national anthem of India. Request you to kindly rise. Thank you. We'll also have the ICSI motto song played. Request you to kindly rise for the same as well.
उम्मीद के अंबर में हम बन के खिले जो रोशनी, कह देंगे हम संसार को कोई लक्ष्य नामुमकिन नहीं। ज्ञान के और न्याय के हर राह को थामे हुए चल पड़े हैं झूम कर बस गीत ये गाते हुए। सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत, सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत, सत्यम पदम धर्मम चरत। कदमों की हर एक गूंज में बस जीत का एहसास हो, राष्ट्र प्रगति पथ में हो और आत्मबल की आस हो। जब भी चले इस भाव से खुलते गए हैं रास्ते, आवाज हमने दिल से दी है कीजिए गाते हुए। सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत, सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत, सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत। हर उन्नति के रंग में हर भारतीय हाथ हो, उद्यम हो या उद्योग हो, हर ओर अपना साथ हो। जाना शिखर तक है हमें सच की कलाई थाम कर, हम जीत के सुर छेड़ेंगे गीत ये गाते हुए। सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत, सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत, सत्यम भगत धर्मम चरत।
Thank you. Request you to kindly be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed members have been believing and living in Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara, speak the truth, abide by the law, in true letter and spirit to uphold the torch of corporate governance in the nation. The spirit of ICSI motto song reflects indeed the essence of our institute and the profession of company secretaries, symbolizing our motto, vision, and mission. Let me now request CSB Narasimhan, President Institute of Company Secretaries of India, to kindly greet our chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Muaini, Assistant Under Secretary for IP Sector, Ministry of Economy, UAE, with the ICSI Angavastram and Planter. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Symbolizing our respect and honor. Thank you, sir. Let me now request CSB Narasimhan, President ICSI, to please greet our guest of honor, Mr. A. Amarnath, Deputy Chief of Mission Embassy of India, UAE, with the ICSI Angavastram and Planter, please. President ICSI felicitating our guest of honor, Mr. A. Amarnath. Let's have a big round. Thank you, sir. Further inviting CSB Narasimhan, President, Institute of Company Secretaries of India, to please greet our guest of honor, Mr. Yusuf Ali MA, Chairman and Managing Director, Lulu Group International, with the ICSI Angavastram and Planter. Invite you all to have a resounding round of applause, please. Let me now request President ICSI to please greet our guest of honor, Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Nuaimi, Group CEO, Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange, with ICSI Angavastram. The Vice President of the Institute is also joining for the felicitation. Let me also request the President and the Vice President also requesting the President and the Vice President to please greet our guest of honor, Mr. Hamad Saya Al Maizroy, CEO, ADGM Registration Authority, with the ICSI Planter, expressing our heartfelt respect. Thank you, sirs. Esteemed gathering, Abu Dhabi, the vibrant capital of the UAE, elegantly blends rich cultural heritage with cutting-edge modernity. As a global hub of innovation and sophistication, it symbolizes a dynamic spirit of progress and tradition shaping the future with its vision and ambition, and hence the most ideal hub for a global intersect like this. On the global stage, our international engagements through conferences, overseas centers, and collaborative events ensures that the ICSI vision to be a global leader in promoting good corporate governance is not only upheld but actively realized. Ladies and gentlemen, with this profound background, let me request C.S.R. Lakshmanan, Chairman ICSI Middle East DIFC NPIO, to deliver the welcome address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. Good morning, Your Excellency, distinguished guests of honor, respected speakers, fellow members of the Institute of Company Secretaries, invited guests, and ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, warm welcome to you. Ahlan wa sahlan to Abu Dhabi, UAE, for the Institute of Company Secretaries and least the Ministry of Economy in UAE has been extremely supportive of right from the minister to the undersecretaries. And in particular, I would like to thank dear friend, His Excellency Abdullah Al Saleh. Unfortunately, he's traveling, but he has ensured that His Excellency Abdurrahman Al Muini, as an Undersecretary, IP Sector, Ministry of Economy is here. We thank you very much, all of you being here. Of course, the President of the Institute, Mr. Narsimhan, and the Vice President of the Institute, Mr. Dhananjay Shukla. Despite your busy schedule, thank you for being here and supporting the overseas chapter initiatives here. This is the third conference we are hosting here in UAE, and we would like to grow this bigger and better. Today, this time, we are doing it over 3 days. I'm very thankful. I'm also thankful for all the speakers who traveled all over. In particular, I would like to thank Dr. Raghavan Sitaraman, former CEO of Doha Bank. He has energized us already with an address today morning. Your energy is infectious, sir. Thank you very much for your support. Padmaja Ruparal, co-founder of Indian Angel Network. I'm not sure whether she's here. Soumya Rajan from Waterfield, and several other people who have been with us. Mr. Suresh Vaidyanathan, he has been instrumental in getting the support of Kizad for the study tour. We have a study tour on the 6th at Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange and Kizad. And we look forward greater cooperation, interaction among the delegation from India with the UAE government at various forums and further the chapter. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the ICSI India team for their great support in putting together this conference under 3 months, and wishing you all a great conference over the next couple of days. And again, welcome to the conference.
Thank you, C.S.R. Lakshman, Chairman ICSI Middle East TIFC and PIO. Let me now call upon C.S. Dhanjay Shukla, Vice President of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, to formally introduce the theme of the conference.
Good morning. Chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Muaini, Assistant Under Secretary for IP Sector, Ministry of Economy, UAE. Guests of honor, Mr. A. Amarnath, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, UAE. Mr. Yusuf Ali, MA, Chairman and Managing Director, Lulu Group International. Mr. Abdullah Saleem Al Nuaimi, Group CEO, Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. And Mr. Hamad Shah Al Majure, CEO, ADGM Registration Authority. President ICSI, Mr. B. Nasimhan, my Central Council colleague, Mr. Mohan Kumar, Mr. Ashish Mohan, Secretary ICSI, Ms. Preeti Kaushik Banerjee, Head Corporate Communication and International Affairs, official from the ICSI, distinguished speakers, distinguished delegates, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and industry leaders. It's an immense privilege to address an illustrious gathering today. As we convene in the heart of Middle East, a region undergoing a remarkable transformation, the theme of the ICSI Middle East Conference, Responsible Investment for Sustainable Future, resonates with profound significance. It will explore approaches to sustainable investing while explicitly acknowledging its relevance to ESG investors. The sessions, spanning for 2 days, have been designed to discuss global trends, opportunities and challenges in responsible investments, regional focus into a specific consideration for responsible investment within Asia and the Middle East, role of global stewardship codes and reporting behavior in driving responsible investment forward, and sustainability footprints of sovereign wealth funds. With a focused vision and mission, the ICSI has embarked on its journey of developing a new cadre of visionary corporate secretaries who are not just compliant, but equipped with the acumen and skill set to navigate the complex corporate landscape of the future. The ICSI is aiming to build a robust ecosystem of corporate governance by integrating emerging technology, fostering ethical leadership, the championing sustainable practices that drive long-term value creation for businesses and society at large. Business as an integral part of the society need to operate with a deep sense of purposes and responsibility. Good governance is the bedrock of this responsibility, ensuring that actions are aligned with the long-term interest of the stakeholders. Company secretaries are often known as the conscience keeper of any organization for safeguarding the interest of its stakeholders, besides ensuring transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct. They can act as stewards of Earth's resources and help organizations align their strategy with responsible investment. When we look at the Middle East, which is very significant, and an unparalleled opportunity in sustainable finance awaits us. With its abundant resources, strategic location, and visionary leadership, this region is sure to become a global hub for responsible investment. The ICSI would be happy to be a partner in this aspiration and provide all necessary resources, knowledge, skill set, and professionals to the business community of the region. Let us work together and create an ecosystem where responsible investment is a norm and where economic prosperity and environmental sustainability coexist. Let us embrace the challenges and opportunities with a shared commitment to responsible stewardship. A collaboration between governments, regulators, investors, and businesses will go a long way in establishing a more resilient and sustainable future, a future that thrives for generation to come. I'm sure the deliberations which are going to take place here for the 2 days will enlighten our minds, and it would be very fulfilling and enriching. I also take this opportunity to profusely thank Mr. Lakshmanan, the chairman of the Middle East, Overseas Center, and Ms. Preeti Kaushik Banerjee and the entire team for their meticulous efforts for making this conference a great success. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. The theme, responsible investment for a sustainable future. India underscores the crucial role of mindful and ethical investment practices in fostering long-term environmental and economic sustainability. By prioritizing responsible investment, we pave the way for a future where growth and sustainability go hand in hand. Moving ahead with the proceedings, let us invite CSB Narasimhan, President of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, for the presidential address.
Good morning. Dignitaries on the dais, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Main, Assistant Under Secretary for IP Sector, Ministry of Economy, UAE, Chief Guest for the day. Mr. A. Amarnath, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, UAE. Mr. Yusuf Ali MA, Chairman, Managing Director, Lulu Group International. Abdullah Salim Alunaimi, Group CEO, Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. Hamad Saeed Al Mazroubi, CEO, ADGM Registration Authority. My Vice President, Mr. Dhananjay Shukla, Mr. Lakshmanan, the Chairman of the UAE chapter here, Secretary, Mr. Ashish Mohan, other dignitaries of the dais, good morning to all of you. The ball has been set in motion by Mr. Sitaraman in the morning in terms of what the responsible investment for sustainable future is all about. Let me give my own take on what I need to say. The theme for the conference is responsible investment for sustainable future. In my view, sustainability is treating ourselves and our environment as if we are to live forever. And incidentally, sustainability is no longer about doing less harm, but if I may say so, it's about doing more good. The ongoing half century is most certainly different from the one before. Climate change is real. The impact is visible and felt in all parts of the world. The responsibility is on our shoulders to leave a habitable planet for the upcoming generations. The scenario befits a serious and pointed deliberation which are raised on responsible corporate actions. In such a scenario, how come investments be left out? In fact, they are the harbinger for something good for the future generations. It's my firm belief that if at preliminary stage, if the investment is done right, the rest of the pieces will automatically fall in place. Let me share my quick thoughts on the ICSI initiatives on this very important topic. Stewardship principle is just a leap of faith towards sustainable future. This envisions setting up standardizing practices for investment entities. I'm glad to inform you that we have prepared and we are going to release our edition on stewardship principles. And I'm extremely thrilled to also share with you that in principle, the IFCA, that is a gift city in Gandhinagar, has also principally accepted to work on the similar lines, except that on the basis of what we are going to release. We released a handbook on business responsibility and sustainability, which is an attempt to collate best practices that have been witnessed across India Inc. and have been shared with us during the award seasons. The contribution in the drafting of the initial BRSR framework in India is one of the major contributions coming from ICSI. We also set up an ESG board for developing standards, and an ESG conclave is being held in India across various chapters as well as regions. Let me also share my quick thoughts on ICSI Overseas Center and the work we have put together. In fact, UAE was the first overseas center which was set up by ICSI. The first international conference of Overseas Center theme, Innovation, Compliance, Sustainability, Inclusion, was held in Dubai a couple of years back. We also had the first corporate tax conference and first Middle East conference in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, a couple of years back. The mission of this nation, namely UAE, is to establish a sustainable platform for the advancement of technology, trade, and human capital, which will ultimately generate a positive impact on the world. Being an amazing investment hub makes it a perfect place to raise these deliberations. Ultimate aim for ICSI is to achieve the vision of a global leader in promoting good corporate governance. Roots of governance found in boardrooms, from where it shoots into the entire organization, is a concept which is inculcated by our professionals. Professionals of our brigade have a huge responsibility to steer these board meetings, sensitized approach, which is all inclusive in the need, which is the need of the hour. Lastly, let me also tell you, IFCA is doing a great job in India, and IFCA, that is International Financial Service Center Authority, is going to be the game changer as far as India is concerned. More importantly, although it is set up only in Gandhinagar presently, some of the other states have also evinced interest in having similar arrangement in their states as well. And we expect that we have an MOU with IFCA, and we are already doing a lot of work together. And we expect that this will be the game changer for the India in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the insightful and equally impactful address, sir, that helped us set the tone of the conference. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple of releases on this momentous occasion, starting with the backgrounder of ICSI Middle East Conference. I request the chief guest and the guest of honor to kindly release the same. Would also request the presence of Ms. Preeti Kaushik Banerjee. Would especially request the presence of CS Mohan Kumar, council member, also to be on the stage, please. Our conference theme, Responsible Investment for Sustainable Future, is a platform to explore the global trends, opportunities, and challenges shaping this new era. The backgrounder being released today offers valuable insights to stewardship codes, sovereign wealth funds, India-UAE bilateral ties, and ESG investing. This document equips us with the knowledge to navigate this complex landscape and drive meaningful change in corporate operations and governance. Let's have a huge round of applause. The backgrounder of ICSI Middle East Conference. A document which literally equips us with the knowledge to navigate this complex landscape and have a meaningful change in the corporate operations and governance. Moving ahead, institutional investors make huge investments in capital markets on behalf of its clients and beneficiaries. Worldwide, they're expected to invest responsibly by stepping up their momentous activities and engaging efforts with the industry entities on various ESG parameters. In this context, we have the ICSI Guiding Principles on Stewardship being released today. Let us invite the chief guest and request him to kindly release the same, the ICSI Guiding Principles on Stewardship, IGPS. A culmination of various practices followed while exercising stewardship responsibilities in different jurisdictions. The IGPS aims to set out certain best practices in relation to institutional investors and service providers, stewardship obligations, policies, and processes. The IGPS provides a framework to implement stewardship practices in fulfilling institutional investors and service providers towards their clients and beneficiaries. The IGPS is developing keeping in view the existing and emerging market practices, regulations, and the best practices followed worldwide. Thank you, sirs. Moving on, we have the Handbook on Business Responsibility and Sustainability. Taking this initiative further, the ICSI come up with a second edition of this publication, Handbook on Business Responsibility and Sustainability, version 2. It is a compilation of the legislative journey, both in India as well as internationally observed practices amongst shortlisted companies during the process of evaluation of the awards, along with the step-by-step guidance for the corporates to prepare the BRS report. We wish that this publication shall serve to be the perfect touchstone for the corporations and the professionals alike. The Handbook on Business Responsibility and Sustainability, we do. Moving ahead, ICSI has introduced a governance and compliance standard On the prevention, prohibition, and redressal of sexual harassment at workplace, the standard aims to enhance the implementation of the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition, and Redressal Act 2013, the POSH Act, by harmonizing workplace practices. It provides standardized procedures for internal committee meetings, complaint and inquiry processes, and training capacity building programs for employees and the internal committee members. The standard also offers guidance on drafting gender-neutral POSH policy, promoting inclusivity. By reinforcing the legal framework, we hope the standard will contribute to a safer, more inclusive work environment for all. The governance and compliance standard on prevention, prohibition, and redressal of sexual harassment at workplace. Thank you. Moving ahead, we have the revised edition of CS, a preferred professional. This publication was released by the Institute in the year 2022 to provide a comprehensive overview of the CS profession to the stakeholder. The Institute is pleased to release a revised edition of the publication incorporating contemporary developments in the economic and regulatory arena, emerging areas of the profession, new recognitions to the profession, dedicated chapter on overseas avenues for company secretaries and initiatives of the Institute aimed at promoting good governance. This edition aims to provide detailed information about the CS profession, covering the role of company secretaries and the multitude of opportunities for the students aspiring to pursue company secretary course. Thank you. We also have the volume 7 of the International Newsletter for Governance Professional on Corporate Governance being released today, powered by ICSI Middle East DIFC NPIO. Let's have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Request all the founding members of ICSI to quickly come over to the stage. All the founding members of ICSI may please be on the stage for a quick photograph. Let's have a big round, please, ladies and gentlemen. Special mention to Editor-in-Chief, Mr. Raghavendra. Let's have a big round, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sirs. Moving ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Nuaimi, Group CEO, Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange, as our guest of honor today. Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Nuaimi is a Group Chief Executive Officer at Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange with a career in capital markets and financial services that spans over 25 years. Mr. Al Nuaimi has spearheaded numerous transformational initiatives that position ADX at the forefront as a leading trading hub and global investment platform. Beyond his executive role, he also serves as a member of the advisory board at Abu Dhabi University's College of Business and Economics. Mr. Al Nuaimi is a certified arbitrator and holds a master's degree in securities and strategic studies from the UAE National Defense College. Sir, would request you to kindly address the gathering, sir.
Thank you. I have a long speech. If you get bored, but just raise your hand, I will stop. Okay? Esteemed guests, Your Excellency, Honorable Representative and Member of Institution of Company Security of India, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am honored to be here at the 2024 ICSI Middle East Conference, standing alongside such esteemed professionals. Today, we discuss how responsible investment is reshaping business, corporate governance, and our economic future. Reflecting on what ADX and ICSI share, it is clear we all uphold governance and market quality. As of 2023, sustainable investment assets reached $45.8 trillion, and everyone in this room plays a role in that growth. Our work drives effective governance, responsible investment, shareholders' value, and corporate citizenship. The connection between sustainable finance, economic growth, and governance is undeniable. So our focus should be how. And we can do more. At ADX, we took our role seriously as Abu Dhabi financial pillars, providing a robust platform for capital raising, market liquidity, and shareholders' value. We champion green and responsible investment, supporting by Abu Dhabi Sustainable Finance and UAE Sustainable Finance Framework 2021-2032. Last year, we launched the FTSE ADX ASG Index, highlighting top companies excelling in ASG. This index not only attracting ASG-focused investment, but also motivate companies to improve their ASG performance and reporting, driving great investment to our market. Sustainability goes beyond ASG matrix. It's about sustaining a momentum. ADX has extended its offering, including high liquid ETF market with 14 ETFs, which saw trade value reach $1.5 billion in 2023, around 160% increase from 2022. Our ETF focus on the Indian market has shown a growth of 12.7%. Performance increase since listing, showcase cross-border investment opportunity. To ensure continuous innovation for our investor, we implemented a security lending and borrowing mechanism and an active derivatives market within its first year. ADX derivatives market became the most liquid in the Arab region, achieving $272 million in trading value and over 1 million contracts. You can't compare it to Indian market because we just started that market. Our listed companies, regardless of the size, demonstrate exceptional ASG and sustainable practice. ADX now lists 10 green instruments, contributing to the total of 61 debt instruments, enabling more responsible investment in our platform. With over than 19,000 institutional investors, including the top 25 asset and fund managers globally, investing in our listed company. The trusted ADX command in the evidence. This trust is underscored by 7.9 billion AD in net foreign trade as of August this year. Looking ahead, I believe ADX and the ICSI community can foster great trust, transparency, and accountability. Some of you here play private roles in ADX companies and potential IPO. And there is a suggestion now to you. I would like to propose an exciting initiative where ADX and ICSI collaborate to enhance ASG practice among ADX listed companies. Through joint effort, we can organize webinar, workshop, and other education programs that will drive competition and evaluate ASG performance and reporting across our market. And I hope that initiative found a way in your organization. You get bored or you wanted to continue? In conclusion, as we navigate the evolving landscape of sustainability finance, our action today shape the future of our economy and society. Let's explore how we can do more together to create a prosperous, equitable, and resilient future. I thank the President of ICSI and Mr. R. Lakshmi of ICSI UAE office for include ADX in this conference. And I wish you all the fruitful event and looking forward to connect with you, with many of you today, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those engaging words of wisdom and also for sharing the valuable insights. And we would definitely give the recommendations, especially on the ESG conference, in a very serious note. May I request CSB Narasimhan, President ICSI, to kindly give a piece of memento to Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Noaim. Because of the paucity of time, we would request you to kindly give away memento to the speaker, please. President ICSI would request you to kindly give away a memento to Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Noaimi, Group CEO, Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a young man who landed at the Dubai port years ago, the Arab Emirates, were vast swathes of desert. The ship from Mumbai anchored the port on 31st December 1973. He traveled for 5 hours to reach Abu Dhabi. He wanted to become a businessman. Started off as a worker in a family shop, slept on the roof terrace of the shop. He had to pour buckets of water on the concrete to cool off before he could sleep. But his ambitions were sky high. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for none other than Mr. Yusuf Ali Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the most merciful, the most beneficent. His Excellency Chief Guest, my brothers from different organizations, office bearers and members of Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and my brothers and sisters and friends. I thank the office bearers of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India and also my dear Sunil Agarwal, our company secretary, for inviting me in this event. I'm very happy that this year you have selected United Arab Emirates and especially this garden city of Abu Dhabi to conduct your Middle East conference. Thank you for office bearers. I extend hearty congratulations and good wishes to all those associated with this conference. Friends, company secretaries are known for their trust, reliability, and competence in various sectors in both government and private organizations. I know their capacity, capability, and caliber as professionals committed to governance, ethics, and sustainability. You are playing a great role in guiding your organizations towards responsible investment practices. I sincerely appreciate you for all your valuable contributions. I'm happy to say that UAE is today the gateway between India and MENA region. India-UAE relationship is historical and growing from strength to strength. This great country is hosting more than 3.5 million strong and vibrant Indian community. Today, both UAE and India are looked upon as countries of peace, secularism, stability, and prosperity. After the historical visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji to UAE and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of UAE to India, the bilateral, cultural, economic, and commercial relationship between both the countries have totally moved to a different level. Here in UAE, we have temples, churches, and gurudwaras. The biggest temple outside India constructed in Abu Dhabi in a 14 acres of plot gifted by His Highness the President of UAE was recently inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India. A mosque in Abu Dhabi was renamed Mary Mother of Jesus Mosque, also called Maryam Isa Masjid in Arabic. This reflects UAE secularism, religious tolerance, social harmony, and coexistence. We are thankful to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of United Arab Emirates, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President, Prime Minister, and ruler of Dubai, and all the rulers of Emirate and UAE citizens. Today, as we all know, responsible investment is a necessity. As company secretaries, you can help in implementing responsible investment strategies within your organization. Wherever they stay, company secretaries should be updated from time to time regarding the company laws of the countries in which they stay. Let us strengthen our commitment to responsible investment in a sustainable futures. I wish this conference all success. I assure you, may continued support and wish you greater success in all activities. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for selecting Abu Dhabi, UAE, and Abu Dhabi is your place of conference. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. As you always say, an honest, sincere businessman should always be with people, one who never cheated, stole, or tampered with measures. Your thoughts have way long to go in today's world. Request CSB Narasimhan, Institute of Company Secretaries of India, President of Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and Vice President to kindly hand over a piece of memento to Mr. Yusuf Ali. Thank you, sir. Let's have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a visionary with over 2 decades of experience in strategic planning and business development across public and private sectors, we have Mr. Hamad Al-Saya Mazroi, possessing of comprehensive skill set with experience ranging from strategy formulation and system optimization. Would request you to kindly address the gathering, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests. A warm welcome to the ICSI Middle East Conference. It's an honor to be here today representing Abu Dhabi Global Market as we gather to discuss and advance the crucial topic of responsible investment for a sustainable future. We, ADGM, are at the crossroads of rapid economic growth and increasing global awareness of environmental and social responsibilities. And the role of every organization in promoting sustainability has never been more vital. As one of the largest financial districts in the world and the only regulator in the Middle East with the direct application of English common law, ADGM is committed to fostering an ecosystem that not only drive economic success, but also prioritize sustainability, ethical governance, and long-term value creation for businesses. Our remarkable growth over the past few years is a testament to this commitment. ADGM has become the fastest growing international financial center in the region, with more than 2,000 operational entities. This achievement is a clear reflection of our dedication to sustainable practices and forward-thinking strategies. We have accomplished such great growth by placing sectors such as asset management and sustainable finance at the heart of our initiatives. In the first half of 2020-24, we recorded a 226% increase in assets under management and underline our proactive efforts to align with the broader vision of our leadership for a sustainable development. And it's worth noting that asset management and sustainable finance go hand in hand, as we see a growing focus on investment in renewable energies and decarbonizations in support of energy transition to net zero. In collaboration with the ADGM Academy and through several initiatives and partnerships with global education programs, we continue to showcase the importance of building knowledge and awareness around sustainability and climate change, in line with ADGM objectives for the realization of sustainable finance agenda. At ADGM, we have integrated sustainable growth into the DNA of our financial ecosystem by introducing the first and most comprehensive regulatory framework on sustainable finance last year. Offering innovative options like climate transition funds and green funds through this framework, incorporating environmental instruments into this framework, and proudly welcomed the world first carbon exchange, voluntary carbon exchange. We have also gathered industry feedback and guidance that outlines expectations for ESG labeled investment vehicles. The Abu Dhabi Sustainable Finance Declaration, launched in 2019, now has over 130 signatories, showcasing their commitment to incorporating ESG issues into investment practices, products, and decisions. The ADGM Academy has launched its first accredited education program for an executive certificate in ESG in collaboration with the London Institute of Banking and Finance. And last, ADGM chairs the UAE Sustainable Finance Working Group and collaborate closely with the UAE financial regulators and other prominent entities to support the nation's sustainable agenda. We in ADGM position ourselves as leaders to advance sustainability and sustainable finance at COP28 last year, where ADGM proudly served as the principal climate finance partner, hosting strategic negotiations and discussions that showcased our thriving climate finance ecosystem. The Abu Dhabi Sustainable Finance Forum, one of ADGM's flagship annual events, which brings together top global institutions, investors, government leaders, regulators, and financial institutions to explore opportunities that increase the flow of capital toward sustainable investments. This year, Abu Dhabi Sustainable Finance Forum will be a key part of Abu Dhabi Finance Week 2024, highlighting the event's overall commitment to climate finance development. The event series will provide the ideal platform for strategic and high-level discussions that contribute to the world transition to a sustainable future. Through all these initiatives, ADGM is empowering a sustainable Falcon economy, one that is soaring to new heights of success, driven by accelerated growth and steadfast commitment to a green transition. Our primary objective is to attract the right capital to support sustainable finance and align with the UAE 2050 net zero initiative, which also perfectly aligns with our theme for today's event, responsible investment for a sustainable future. On behalf of ADGM, I invite each of you here today to contribute to this vital conversation and share your valuable insights through this platform. And I wish you all a valuable event and thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Would acknowledge and appreciate the progressive initiatives, especially in the arena of sustainable development. Would request CSB Narasimhan, President Institute of Company Secretaries of India, to give away a memento to Mr. Hamad Al Saya Mazroy. Let's have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. A. Amarnath, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, UAE. Taking you quickly through the profile. Mr. A. Amarnath joined the Indian Foreign Service in 2006. As part of his assignments, he has served the Indian diplomatic missions in Israel and Maldives. He has also served in the Indian delegation to the United Nations in New York, where he handled issues related to disarmament, international security, and Middle East affairs. He was also part of India's Security Council team during his membership in the body in 2021-22. He's currently the Deputy Chief of Mission in the Embassy of India, Abu Dhabi. Would request you to kindly address the gathering, sir, please.
Esteemed chief guest for today's event, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Nuaimi, the ICSI President, the ICSI Middle East team, guest speakers for this conference, and my dear brothers and sisters from UAE and India. It is indeed an honor and my privilege to be part of today's conference and gathering. I congratulate Team ICSI for organizing this conference and my best wishes for a successful event. I must compliment the team for choosing a very topical theme on sustainability for today's seminar. And in fact, I'm extremely glad that they walked the talk by presenting a very thoughtful gift on a very sustainable gift for all the guests of honor and the esteemed chief guests. Friends, on the topic, I think there are many experts who have gathered here to speak about the theme. The team was very well introduced by the ICSI team as well. So in my remarks today, I will just focus on what UAE and India have been doing in the last so many years to strengthen our friendship and the bilateral partnership. In fact, India and UAE have traditionally enjoyed a historic and cultural relationship, which has been underpinned by the exceptionally close people-to-people ties. But in recent years, this relationship has been transformed and redefined under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and His Highness UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed. While there are so many initiatives which we have undertaken, some of which have been historic, I will highlight only two such initiatives for this distinguished audience, which I think it is very much relevant for you. The first initiative I want to speak about is an agreement that we signed in July 2023, which is the local currency settlement agreement. This agreement enables traders from both our countries to settle the cross-border transactions in our respective local currencies. The Central Bank of UAE and the Reserve Bank of India have created the necessary framework for implementation of what we now called the Rupee Dirham Settlement Agreement. Now, major transactions in oil, in gold, and in food products have already taken place in the last 1 year since the agreement was signed. This transformative initiative will help countries to conduct our trade in respective local currencies, insulating us from the global uncertainties which we are facing today. I would encourage the experts in this room and also Team ICSI to explore this theme for your future seminars and conferences. The embassy would be happy to provide all possible support in order to further popularize this mechanism among the importers and exporters of both India and the UAE. The other area that I want to share with you would be direct interest to many of you. I see many Indians here. I'm sure some of you would have traveled from India as well to participate in this event. This is our collaboration, the India-UAE collaboration in the fintech sector. All of you who've gathered here, especially those who have come from India, are very much aware of the tremendous growth and success of India's UPI platform and the RuPay cards which have been launched. These indigenously developed solutions have outpaced world leaders like Visa and MasterCard when it comes to payment solutions. Now, we are happy that with our most trusted and close partner UAE, we have embarked on a project to introduce UPI and also RuPay card in this country. We are now working very closely with the Central Bank of UAE to integrate our national platforms with the UAE national platforms. In fact, the UAE's national domestic credit and debit card system, which was launched recently when our Prime Minister came here in February 2024, this is the J1 card. This is based on the RuPay stack, which has been really successful in India. This solution was developed for the Central Bank of UAE by the National Payments Corporation of India Limited. And there is an integration process that is going on, and this card will be unveiled soon. Once this card is fully launched, we are also parallelly undertaking the integration between the J1 card of UAE and the RuPay card of India. So anyone who has a RuPay credit or debit card can make transactions in UAE. Similarly, UAE nationals who will have the J1 card can make transactions in India when they travel with minimal charges because there is an interconnection agreement that is happening. And this will be completely out of the existing international Visa and MasterCard systems. It will be completely through our own messaging systems between the Central Bank of UAE and the Reserve Bank of India. Again, also on the mobile payments interface, the UPI is also getting integrated with the ANI, which is the national payments interface of the UAE. We hope that this integration process will be completed soon, and anybody who has UPI or UPI-enabled apps traveling from India or Indian nationals in UAE who have bank accounts in India who with the UPI application will be able to make payments across the POS machines in the UAE soon. And similarly, anybody who has the ANI UAE app will be able to travel India and make these payments transactions seamlessly. I'm highlighting these initiatives because this is of very direct interest to most participants here. And I believe that in your events in future, you will also be indulging on this particular topics so that there is greater awareness that is there between the companies in India and also the companies in UAE about these initiatives. Friends, before I conclude, let me take this opportunity to highlight the wonderful work that is being done by the India's company secretariat community in the UAE. We have the chapter president here. I can only say that this community has earned the deep respect and the trust of all Emiratis and the international community in this country. And by the participation of our Emirati friends in this conference is a testament to this contribution. You have all made India proud. Your collective contribution will be vital to build on the past success of the India-UAE relationship and also help it prosper and evolve into the new age in the future. I once again thank you for this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the insights, especially the progressive initiatives on the payment platforms and other user-friendly payment applications. We also thank you for acknowledging the efforts of the UAE company secretary professionals. Let's have a big round specifically for that, please. Would request CSB Narasimhan, President ICSI, and Vice President CS Dhananjay Shukla to come forward to kindly deliver a piece of memento to Mr. A. Amarnath. Thank you, sirs. Ladies and gentlemen, a forward thinker who understands and acknowledges that IP is a critical component of driving the knowledge-based economy. A visionary who highlights to develop an integrated environment for various IP applications in accordance with the global best practices. are contributory in visualizing the urge for developing legislations governing the IP sector, thereby contributing to enhancing the IP environment, stimulating innovation, research, and development in the country, providing integrated protection of trademarks, authors, and creators. Ladies and gentlemen, with great honor, we invite our esteemed chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Muaini, Assistant Under Secretary for IP Sector, Ministry of Economy, UAE. Please join me in extending a warm, respectful welcome to the chief guest. Sir. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think we reached probably 12 noon, so the lunch time, and so really not a good time to give a speech. But I'm really honored, thank you very much for hosting us, Your Excellencies, thank you very much for allowing us as a Ministry of Economy to be involved with you on this prestige event, especially looking forward to the future. And the key message in this event is about sustainable and how we can generate business in this area. And thank you very much for the publishing, which we are pretty sure, and I have taken 2 copies, which is one for me and one for His Excellency Abdullah of the Ministry of Economy. Thank you again for the book. And for MC, thank you very much for introducing us about IP and why the IP is very important to the business. But let me to take you through the engagement between UAE and India. It's a very honor to address to you here in ICSI Middle East conference, and especially you choosing Abu Dhabi as the capital of the UAE. And looking forward to the future and engagement together. And from the previous speech and gathering together information, networking, this is the key to move forward sustainable business. I really, I would like to thank the Institute of the Company Secretaries of India for hosting me today. The long-standing and ever-growing strategic partners between the United Arab Emirates and India is seen as global model. It's a really global model. And from His Excellency, the Deputy is mentioning a clear global model, how we are engaging with us. 2 governments, they are engaging to move forward to make sure for 2 citizens in each countries, they gain a benefit from this engagement, and starting with the CEPA as well, and different agreement. The relationship, of course, aim at achieving sustainable development and common interest between both nation and countries. The Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement established between the UAE and India unlock the true potential as a really true potential. The potential was there, the engagement was there, but this agreement move forward, look into the future more. Partnership creating an opportunity for the private sectors, not just only one, and numbers or several of opportunity. The UAE India non-oil trade continues to expand despite slowdown of global trade. The non-oil trade between us as a UAE grow by 3.9% in 2023. Besides, the UAE has made the name of itself as a key strategic partner for India, offering a range of service, including logistics, finance, and technology. We are India's 3rd largest trading partner and among the top 4 investors in your country in terms of FDI. Building future and this progress, we continue to work together, facilitating cross-border transaction and explore new avenue for cooperation in the future sector. So joining effort and area of interest. I believe this is a very clear conference to move forward, to look to the future engagement between both countries. The UAE today is an economic hub that is the most active, most developed and fast growing in our region. As from the previous speaker, they give you different cases and how they are developed and grow. Our country distinguished strategic location, strong finance reserves, strong spending on the development projects are all among factors that make an attractive business and FDI distinguish. Our country is a strategic global hub, facilitating trade and logistics between different countries in the world, serving as a gateway to the vast consumer base exceeding 2 billion people. Above all, it is our vision for the future economy and determination to make things happen on the ground, in the line, the new strategic, the UAE 2031. So trading was one, building partnership between our nation, especially as well as different nation, as a clear example with India. This is part of our vision with the UAE 2031. Acknowledging the private sector key role in the sustainable economic development. We are constantly enhancing our economic business, friendlying through the adaptation of forward-looking measure and policy. Initiative has been launched to stimulate FDI movement and attract talent and business opportunity in the new economic sector. IP, part of it, which is going, intellectual property is going to protect the new economic sector, enabling them to play a bigger role in shaping the country's future economy based on the knowledge and innovation. And thank you, Your Excellency, when you mentioned the credit card, the UAE launching between these two countries. So this is a new approach, as moving approach to make these two nations moving forward. Of course, what we have achieved, the Commercial Companies Law 2021 to allow 100% of ownerships in the most sectors, in business sector in the US. So this is a give you an opportunity. This is your own business. You own it. You can work. You facilitate it. You determine what's the area you need to invest. Issue of the new trademark law to provide a comprehensive legal protection of trademark product and innovation in the UAE. So all intellectual property IP within the patent law, within copyright, as well as in trademark, which is protecting all different, such as in, free use of trademark. These are our projects, and the FDI is growing. Non-oil trading could reach all-time highest of around $7-10 billion, 12%, 12.6 actually percent increase in 2023 than 2021. Sorry. Most notably, non-oil goods export around 16.7%, roughly around $120 billion increase in the contribution of export to the country total foreign trade, around 17.1%. So we are moving forward, our engagement with you to move forward, to focus on non-oil trade, to facilitate policies, regulation, make sure logistic, and all this, and attracting talent, attracting business to come here and make sure ease of doing business is the key environment. You have a full control and ownership of your business. You can decide what kind of business you would like to enter, and all the facilities from our role as a policymaker under the umbrella of Ministry of Economy. Finally, I would like to invite talent, professional, inventors, and partners to join us in the journey toward sustainable future development, as I mentioned. I wish you all a productive participation in this forum, in this conference, and looking forward to see you in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are extremely privileged and equally indebted to you for those valuable insights. The impact of your message will resonate with us well beyond today. ICSI look forward to associate further with you, your good self for future endeavors. would request CS B. Narasimhan, President ICSI, and CS Sanjay Shukla, Vice President ICSI, to come forward and hand over a piece of memento to Dr. Abdul Rahman Al Muaini. Let's have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Institute, with its 73,000 approx members and extensive network of stakeholders, is dedicated each day to advancing the culture of governance among corporates worldwide. We are now moving on to the conclusion of the opening plenary. Would request CS Ashish Mohan, Secretary, to deliver the vote of thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, I take this opportunity to thank His Excellency Abdul Rahman Al Muaini, Assistant Undersecretary for IB Sector, Ministry of Economy, UAE, for gracing the ICSI Middle East Conference as the chief guest. I also place on record my sincere gratitude to our guest of honors, Mr. A. Amarnath, Deputy Chair of Mission Embassy of India, UAE, Mr. Yusuf Ali, MA, Chairman and Managing Director, Lulu Group International, Mr. Abdullah Salim Al Nuaimi, Group CEO, Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange, and Mr. Hamad Sai Al Mazroi, CEO, ADGM Registration Authority. Dear members, it's our proud privilege to have an assemblage of seasoned professionals as our speakers in the forthcoming sessions spanning the 2 days. I thank all of them for agreeing to be part of this event and sharing their valuable insights. Aligned with the mission and vision, the ICSI has been squarely facilitating the adoption of equitable, innovative, and inclusive measures that focus on establishing a culture of good governance all across. By organizing conferences such as these, the ICSI intends to provide a platform for exchange of ideas and knowledge, besides giving an insight into the governance framework of different jurisdictions to keep up with global sustainable development. I thank the Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange and Khalifa Economic Zones Abu Dhabi for extending their wholehearted support to ICSI in arranging a study tour for the participants of this conference. I must also thank our sponsors, MCA Management Consultants, Nova Juris Legal, Sunday Capital Advisors Private Limited, Lily Trust, and Ganesha Ecosphere Limited for their patronage in organizing this mega event. We have been extremely fortunate to have a highly motivated and dedicated team in UAE and India for their meticulous planning and attention for detailing in the conference. I thank the leadership of the Institute, thank the President ICSI, B. Narasimhan, Vice President Dhananjay Shukla ji, our Central Council member, Mr. Mohan Kumar, for taking the lead. I also place on record my sincere thanks to Shri R. Lakshmanan and the entire team of ICSI Middle East, DIFC and PIO, who have worked beyond their working hours and comfort zones and have put together their efforts to make sure that this conference is a big success. ICSI believes that learning is best achieved through social interaction. By organizing this Middle East conference in Abu Dhabi, we are creating a platform for our members and students to connect with industry professionals, investment bankers, academicians, and thought leaders. This conference will focus on responsible investment and sustainable practices, fostering networking and knowledge sharing. Dear members, I feel proud to denote that the ICSI Guiding Principles on Stewardship, which just got released today, has been developed with careful consideration of current and emerging market practices, regulation, and globally recognized best practices. This indeed is a significant moment and milestone and has a potential to be a game changer in the corporate arena. Today I place on record my sincere thanks to the entire ESG board, which was led by our former president, CS Ranjit Pandey, as its chairman. As they say, learning is a social process rooted in relationship. The ICSI is making this humble effort to provide a platform where professionals can leverage the varied perspective and keep the wheels of learning rolling. I thank all of you. I thank the entire ICSI team led by Preeti, who have worked tirelessly to make sure that this conference is a success. And I thank the entire UAE team, along with our ICSI team at Delhi, for making sure that this conference is a big success. Thank you.